By this time, it didn't look like my mum was leaving without a fight, but unfortunately the odds were against us. We left the Kupang home forced by the army, who insisted we leave. We never left that place with my brother. He was a baby, an Australian citizen born, and our hands were tied. I remember my mum crying, a cry almost into a wail. I'll never forget that sound. Imagine leaving your baby, your only son. I can't even bear to think how she was feeling. Arriving at the airport, Mum still hadn't stopped crying. She was exhausted. The pain, the shock, and disbelief. How? Why? Who? No one had any answers to my mother's questions, nor did anyone want to. In Indonesia, our family is royalty, originating from Yemen. I have now seen documentation verifying our family and descendants were in line to become sultans. We still have royalties in Jogja, which is the original part of the new name of Jakarta, and our family's name is Jarvis. Our father's name in Kupang is one of the most well names and also very powerful. And as you'd all be aware, especially in Indonesia, that money talks. These documents for the adoption were prepared with the right amount of money. By now, we're at the airport where my mum is confused, in a state of disbelief, arguing with immigration over the fact that when we arrived in Indonesia, she came with her son on her legal passport. How could she leave without him? These people didn't care. They didn't listen. They wouldn't even budge. We were then forced on a plane without our little brother. They then escorted us to the departure doors. By this time, my mum was a mess, so hysterical, panting, and just breathless. Not a cinch of fight left or a breath even left for herself, just pure heartache and pain. Her cry will be one that I will never forget. From the pain from any noise she had left that had in her beautiful body shrieked through my body, and it's a noise I will never forget. It was a painful cry, a cry of loss, a cry that would never return, even today. That cry runs through me every day as I sit here and publish this book, and I have goosebumps going back to that place even inside my brain. My tears welled up sharing this private moment with you all. By the time the soldiers dragged my mum and us onto the plane, all my mum had left was somewhat of just the vivid noise that resembled a hum. It's taken me 48 years to ask my mum, bravely, as I never wanted her to revisit those thoughts as much as it hurts me to revisit those memories.